So this is a video, another video. I'll make as many as I need to, but somebody asked about dosing. How do I dose the raccoons? And I made a video before. That's how Oonsday knew how to try to smear me and my team of rehabbers and vets and medical students, basically UVM students and retired doctors and vets and wildlife rehabbers. That video was 2 years ago, and I've got a couple thousand videos, and I just don't want to have to scroll so far back to find it. But the fact that he was able to have all that memorized, and then to the point that he knew how to argue with it, means somebody typed up a transcript and gave that script to him and offered him some lucrative contract to paint some building or a bunch of houses, or maybe somebody's building a suburb and he gets to paint all the houses. I don't know what the hell they promised him. DOJ didn't go into the details, but they definitely let me know. Then they let the whole world know by within hours of me typing up my report. They said that DOJ settled with the New York executive branch on the Cuomo's, that he did, in fact, retaliate against all of us who blew the whistle on him for Title VII violations, which for me, it's not just Title IX gender, it's Title VII race, because I'm Native American, plus I'm LGBT. And it's just, since I'm blowing the whistle on his racketeering with Trump. See, Cuomo is one of Trump's New York real estate attorneys. Trump was a Democrat for well over a decade and poured over $1 million into the Democrats. He got Hillary Clinton elected to the New York Senate. Guess who was going to run against Hillary Clinton for that Long Island Senate seat? JFK Jr. And before he could launch and announce, he was killed in a plane crash. So, anyway, that's a whole nother video, several videos. So, anyway, on the dewormer, which is almost impossible to harm these animals with dewormer. It's too, let's just say that you would have to overdose them so bad that there's no way in hell, this shit's so expensive, there's no way anybody would be that careless with it that they would overdose an animal like that. So I'm going to post in the community post that's going to let me post, still see in the community page on YouTube, you can post regular photos. Well, I took a screenshot of the 10-pound dog package of Safeguard fenbenzonol that is packaged for dogs. This is packaged for goats that can be upwards, I guess. A goat can be, well, it doesn't say. Well, it's under here somewhere. Oh, it's in this little thing. Goats can be upwards, I guess, of 125 to maybe 200 pounds, depending on the breed. Sheep, mutton, all the same thing. And then cows, you actually get a big gallon jug of it. But if this stuff was toxic, it wouldn't be available over the counter for pet owners and farmers to dose their own animals. Because I guarantee you, they've considered human error, and there's some math to it. And if there's probably they already know there's going to be a high chance you're either going to probably do way over the amount, that's not way over, but somewhat over the amount for that animal's weight, because it's based on weight. If it was possible for you to harm an animal in any easy way with this stuff, they wouldn't make it available to anybody to treat their own pets. You would need a prescription. You'd have to go to the vet would have to teach you or dose you or whatever, write a prescription, and the pharmacist would have to teach you and all that crap. But that's not how it goes. You would literally have to give the animal probably 5 or 6 to 10 times the dose that it would be required for its weight. And even if let's say you did that, first of all, you just wasted a hell of a lot of money, because the packets, the 1 gram packets, which is to say 3 days supply for a dog at 10-pound weight, is $10 for 3 packets. The next dose up, I think, is 4 grams in each packet, and you get 3 packets, is almost $20. Nobody can afford to overdose their animal like that. This is $40. But this is the equivalent of, for $40 I could treat for if I bought the dog dewormer, the powdered packets, I would get 6 packets. I would be able to treat 1 animal for 2 weeks for $30, $35. No. With this, I can treat 4 or 5 animals for 2 weeks. And with this, I can regulate the dose. See, this is 100 milligrams of fenbenzonol. Come on, focus. Focus. Fenbenzonol is the same thing that's in the Safeguard Dog Dewormer powder. This is 100 milligrams per milliliter. In the dog powder, it's 222 milligrams per, I guess, the 2 gram packet is what that would say. So for a 10-pound dog, you require, basically round it down to 200 milligrams. Well, most of these raccoons are in that range. Some of the larger ones that have been putting on weight for the winter for several years, they probably go up closer to 15 or 20 pounds. So if it's 100 milligrams per milliliter, then you need 2 milliliters, which is basically a little less than half of a teaspoon. See, there's the milliliter. No, that's ounce. That's a tablespoon. 1 teaspoon, 5 milliliters. So basically 5 milliliters is 1 teaspoon. So for if you don't have one of these little glasses, just get a set of those 1/4 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon, 3/4 teaspoon, and then teaspoon, those little things, measuring things, like if you need to put in a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, like a measuring cup, but in teaspoons and tablespoons for your kitchen. And then mix, depending on the weight if it's a little kit that's still, nursing close to mama, just assume it's 10 pounds. If you can see that it's definitely not 10 pounds, treat it as 5 pounds, which means it should get a 1/4 teaspoon. 1/2 teaspoon is 200 milligrams. So you only need 100 milligrams. That would be about 1 milliliter. So that would be